can do. Those who can't talk about those who can. Now, can you or can you not? Or you just want to sit on the sideline and talk about other people, or can you step up?
Can you step up? What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I got my man, Game Time Brian, man. What's up, Game Time? How are you doing, man?
What's up, man? I just got back from the gym, man. I'm getting ready. I'm trying to lose this belly I put on, but I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Okay.
I hear we're talking linebackers today.
We're talking definitely linebackers, about the ones that they brought in and ones that maybe they should bring in as well. You were doing an hour and a half live stream earlier. What was the topic? I'm sorry, I was looking at the sun.
I kept getting the fans, the subscribers. They wanted to do their own mock draft. So what I did was
our own thing.
I let them do all the picking. I would put up polls about position, and I did another poll. I did about 1,000 polls. We were on there for an hour and a half. They had a blast. It was fun.
Okay.
So.
Well, I have to commend you, man, because you are shooting up with the numbers, man. You are
I'm over 7,300, baby.
I'm like, what the hell is he doing, man? You trying to pass me?
I'm trying to catch you. You're just leaving me in the dust. You'll be at 200,000 before I'm at 20.
8 years.
I know.
Okay?
I'm playing with you.
8 long years to get there, okay?
I've been at it. I was thinking, just real quick before we get into the linebackers, I started basically, remember we were trying to get to 300 by Hall of Fame, right?
End of Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame was when? That was August 2nd or something? Basically, I'm averaging 1,000 subscribers a month.
Okay.
You figure September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Right? We're over and I'm at 7,300. I like where it's going, man. The Godfather has taught me well. Thank you.
Part of Cowboys Mafia.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that.
We're trying to run the business here. We're just trying to run a business here. Do we have a misunderstanding here? Okay.
You sound a little Mike Tyson-ish. I broke my back.
Oh, I thought I was Tony Soprano here. I guess I'm not Italian. Paisano. Okay.
I make the shit. I call the shots.
All right. So
anyway, go ahead.
All right. So we got the Cowboys Mafia. Okay. All right. So
how you doing?
We seem to be looking like we are definitely trying to fill needs. For me, my plan is I hope that we just don't draft guys that are injured. Guys that are coming off of injury. The Cowboys, they love shopping at the scratch and dent pile. I believe that they'll go offensive lineman first round, and I think that maybe they'll look at the linebacker second round and maybe running back at third. What do you think about that?
Well, you know what I think. I want to trade out of the first round. I want to trade out of the first round, but if your boy, I did a mock earlier. Bro, if Troy Fautano's there, you have to take him. You could always trade a little bit from the second round to drop down a little bit, but it's harder because everybody wants that fifth-year option. That's why trading in the first round from up is always more enticing.
I'm just scared of second-round picks, bro.
Just stay away from Peyton Wilson. That's the only linebacker that's had 10, 11 surgeries between high school and college. That's the guy who's the highest upside, but he could be an issue.
So you're telling me we're drafting him, huh?
Well, he's going to be the highest guy on their board. If he makes it to 56, I think that's where we're at.
I want you to think. I want you to think about this for a second. Sean Lee drafted with knee injuries. Jalen Smith, knee injury and drop foot.
And gave him a bogus contract.
Leighton Vander Esch, neck injuries.
I broke my neck. My neck is
three big picks. Okay?
They're not doing it this time.
3 big picks of guys that have all been injured players at linebacker.
I got the answer for you, but
okay.
So what are we talking about? Let's get into
these are the ones that I believe have been in, and correct me if I've been wrong. Edgerrin Cooper from Texas A&M,
number 1 linebacker on the board. Period.
Okay.
End of story.
Won't be there when we draft the second round.
Maybe. Not if we. Well, if we drop down out of the first, or maybe drop a couple times, that's where I'm getting to. But we're not here to talk about
So you're
my
saying
captain
high
trade
second
down
round.
strategy. Yeah, he'll be in the and he I don't think he's going first round. There's a slight chance, but I think he's going in the 30s or 40s.
Okay. How about the Cowboys move up and get him from the later second
No,
round pick?
we can't afford to do that, Mark. We have no ammo. Our team has left us empty in the cupboards as far as talent, as far as to replace everybody that we lost. We can't afford to give any more picks away.
Okay. Peyton Wilson.
Sorry.
Wilson!
Peyton
Wilson!
Wilson, maybe the most talented guy, but he's had 10 or 11 surgeries since
Oh,
high school,
shit.
Mark.
Okay, so the Cowboys will draft him.
Well, he's going to be there most likely because everybody's going to stay away from him like the plague. And there might be a team like the Eagles who have a shit ton of picks who might drop on him, and that would be good. But I would stay away, Dallas Cowboys. Please stay away. Keep Jerry
Trevon
Jones in a closet.
Wallace.
Who?
Trevlin Wallace,
Oh
Kentucky.
yeah. Well, yeah. That's the Trevin Wallace is my obviously Edgerrin Cooper is a pipe dream if we're sticking and picking, right? If we're gonna trade back like I want, then it opens up a lot of possibilities. But if we're just calling a Trevin Wallace, Mike Zimmer loves him. Just give you a little insight on that. He is a unbelievable attacks the ball. He is a physical player. Will fit unbelievably. You will love a Trevin Wallace. You will love him.
Okay,
So
is he a run stopper?
yes, he's a well. I mean, I'll give you a little bit of a little something on him. He's 6'1", 240, about 237. His dense, compact linebacker and exceptional mass and proportional length has sideline to sideline range and closing explosiveness in pursuit. Can tackle runners like an apex predator with his arm reach. He has long arms. With his combined leverage and length, the combat control second, so he can get. I mean, he can handle the second level block by the offensive lineman. He flashed the ability to sift through congestion and navigate to the ball.
Okay.
Love Trevin Wallace out of Kentucky. That would be a dream scenario if we can end up with him.
Well,
And he's not your first couple guys. You know, he's not everybody's cup of tea. But for Mike Zimmer, yes, I love him. Love the player. Love him. Love him.
okay, so Junior Colson,
Love him as well.
big guy,
He's
run
he's a
stopper.
bigger guy out of Michigan, 6'2", about 240. Um, Smooth, explosive athlete. But he's more of a downhill type guy, just a pure run stuffer. Not the athlete that Traven Wallace is, but a bigger thumper. But coming downhill, which is not bad. Give me
That's what
one
we
of
need.
those two, and we can win some games with that. So I'm good with that.
Jordan McGee.
Jordan McGee, I don't know much about Jordan McGee. Let me look him up, and I'll tell you what they say about him.
I think that's
Jordan McGee, linebacker out of Temple. He's a no, thank you. 6'1", 228. We got that guy when into Marvin Overshone. He's kind of a slighter guy.
okay.
I don't think we need that. We need somebody who's going to assist in the run stopping and not saying he can't, but no, thank you.
Okay, so I think that's the ones that they brought in. Ones that they probably
Oh, did they bring
should-
in? Okay.
I think that's who did. I could be wrong with that. I could be wrong.
Okay.
Nathaniel Watson, Mississippi.
Linebacker, Mississippi State. Really like this kid. 6'2", 235.
Good
Again,
size.
I like the player. I believe they did bring him in. A little birdie, I believe they brought him in
Okay.
to give him a look-see in case we don't get a Junior Colson, Trevin Wallace, Edgerrin Cooper. He's an option later in the draft. You have to proportion where your linebackers are. Depending how the trades happen, you may be forced, if you don't get a trade, to go defensive tackle. And then you have a guy like a Nathaniel Watson who's not expected to go before the 250s area. So then you know that you can take him around earlier because we're in what we call purgatory, Mark. We're at the end of every round,
Yeah.
and it's basically purgatory. So Good guy to know for late rounds, people.
Tyron Hooper.
Tyron Hopper is another guy I really like. He's not as big as Trevin Wallace, but he's very good. He was a 30 visit. He's 6'1", 230. Hopper is athletic in the mold of a modern linebacker. He has innate playmaking ability, and he's a difference maker in the middle of the defense. He hasn't he hasn't had a lot of play. He went to the University of Missouri. He has a good team. He had a good team around him at Missouri, so it'll be interesting how he goes from that. Almost like the Georgia players, he really was good at Missouri. You pull him out of there and put him in the NFL. I'm curious to see how he does, but you would need to take him by the third or fourth round at the latest. Third round, I'm saying.
Okay.
Really like Tyron Hopper as well.
That's a Jalen Ford?
No, you didn't say Jalen Ford. Another big guy like a Junior Colson, actually a little bit bigger. He's like 6'2", 243. Again, he's a thumper out of Texas, right down the street at the University of Texas. Another guy. And are you telling me that all these guys have been brought in?
No. I think these are guys.
I did see he was a 30 visit. Jalen Ford was a 30 visit. So it seems like what they're doing, Mark, and they're smart, is they're getting like top of the line guys,
and
like the
lower,
couple of the guys, middle, and then later in the round. They're doing a very good job with the linebackers.
Okay.
I like Jalen Ford.
And I think John Trey Hunter.
John Trey Hunter. Let me see here. Let me see what I have on him. Let me find him just a sec, people. He's down. He's another guy that's late. John Trey Hunter. Yes, Georgia State, 6'2", 240. Don't know much about his draft profile. So you're going first look at him. He's 6'2", 240. He's a senior. He's looking at about, like we said, Nathaniel Watson's about 250. He's around a 270 mark as far as players in this draft. So you figure he's a late round, maybe a free agent possibility. So they're doing their due diligence. If he goes undrafted, expect John Trey Hunter to be a UFFA. I guess that's what it is, right? Unrestricted free agent. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And
so they're doing their due diligence. They're hitting all the levels of the draft.
Well, they definitely were with running backs. We're bringing in, we know our 30 visits are leading us to the players that they like. And we had, I think, 8 running backs yesterday. And I think that's 9 linebackers. So, they're definitely looking to get.
I would like most of them.
You'd like most
of them.
But I'm
with you. Peyton Wilson.
Who are your top 2?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say Edgerrin Cooper. Obviously, Edgerrin Cooper is the number 1 linebacker. But again, if we do what I want to do, right, and trade down, he may or may not be a possibility for us. But I think the best in where we're going to take him would be a Junior Colson or a Trevin Wallace. I don't think Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Eagle fans, you can relax. I don't think Cowboys are in on him. He's a shorter guy, 6', 228. I don't know why. He reminds me a lot of the University of Missouri guy that went to the Kansas City Chiefs. His name is slipping me, but he kind of reminds me of him. Put it in the comments if you guys remember who I'm talking about. The Kansas City Chiefs got a guy sideline to sideline, but short. I don't know. Zimmer likes a bigger guy, right? He's almost like Parcells. Remember Parcells didn't like Dexter Coakley or Dat Win, remember? And then he came to love him. So Junior Colson, Trevin Wallace, Tyron Hopper, Jalen Ford. Those are guys you could get in the 3rd round to 5th round. Those are my guys.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a winner.
You excited about that, or what?
Yeah.
We just need one. We just need one.
If we get a halfway decent one right now, then our linebacking core will be better than what it's been. Better than what it was last year. Last year, we didn't have Overshown. We had Damone Clark, and then Leighton Vander Esch only played like 5 games. And you think about the year before, we had Vander Esch, we had Damone Clark, who was coming off of spinal surgery, basically having his back fused. And we had Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr, with the bad ACL and old as shit.
Yeah.
So I'd say we are definitely in better shape in that position. Of course, Cowboy fans, I will say that this has been the longest that I've kind of gotten a lot of venom from a lot of Cowboy fans that are literally fed up. It's kind of crazy. Here it is. We're 2.5 weeks away from leaving for the draft, man. And everybody is still pissed off. And, I mean, listening to Stacy Schubert basically saying, I'm going to find other things to do. I'm not wasting my time with the games and things like that. She's like, I'll listen to you guys and stuff, but, I'm just not tripping my emotions. And there's a lot of fans that feel that way. The Cowboys really need to do something to turn this around. Your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is the Cowboys put us in a position to where the draft is not going to be the end-all, be-all for us. That's why I keep saying trade out of the first round, regardless of who's sitting there. Obviously, if a Troy Fautano's there, then we have to take him. If we can get a left tackle, guaranteed lock guy, he ain't going to be there, people. Outside of that, we need to bail. We need to get multiple picks, and we need to address a lot. This team did not do what they were supposed to do as an organization to fill some of the holes going into the draft. So we need to do drastic measures. So I'm disappointed in the team. They're taking it out on the fans. That's what they're doing. Sorry.
Well, and
they're taking it out on the fans.
Well, and some of the talking heads are taking it out on us YouTubers as well. But we'll talk about that at another time.
Yeah, stay tuned, people.
So game time, what you got coming? When are you going live again?
Live will be tomorrow afternoon in my lunchtime chat. I'm back to work. I do have a video coming out tonight at 8:30.
Okay.
But then again, I don't know when you're uploading this.
It will. I'll be sending it to you right away, there, buddy. I'm gonna.
Okay.
You know
what, people? You can look for it. Yeah, you'll see this on a Tuesday afternoon. So enjoy.
Okay. Well, it'll probably be to you in about half an hour.
Well, there you go, bud.